In the Russian city of Krasnoyarsk, 2 members of the activist group Pussy Riot met at the airport after they were released from separate prisons under an amnesty put into effect a day earlier. Nadezhda Tolokonikova and Maria Alyakhina said they were discussing plans to collaborate on human rights work. They had been serving 2-year terms for hooliganism for a punk protest in a Moscow cathedral in February 2012. Also in Russia, an exhibition of street art went on display at a gallery in Omsk, with several pieces missing after city authorities told curators to remove potentially controversial images of President Vladimir Putin. A sign stating Putin was here was posted in place of the removed works. The gallery is keeping the censored artwork in its archives. In Macedonia, activists protested in front of the parliament building in Skopje to mark the first anniversary of the expulsion of opposition lawmakers and journalists from the assembly ahead of a vote on the 2013 state budget. The protesters held signs declaring, "The battle continues." Opposition supporters say the incident was a setback for democracy in Macedonia. In the Ukrainian capital Kiev, some 800 protesters marched to the administrative building where the city council is temporarily holding its sessions. The council was forced to move because pro-European protesters have been occupying the city hall. The city council quickly adjourned its session as the opposition activists arrived at its temporary home. In Pakistan's federally administered tribal areas, employees of the government's social services department protested to demand 6 months in unpaid back wages. The civil servants said that their employer has given them no explanation for its failure to pay them. Some said they have been forced to take their children out of school because they can no longer afford tuition. In Afghanistan, several presidential hopefuls held a press conference to criticize what they called premature campaign publicity on some television channels, which they said was biased in some candidates' favor. Afghanistan's presidential election is scheduled for April, and election rules forbid any campaign publicity before February. And in Kyrgyzstan, the airport in the southern city of Osh celebrated the arrival of its 1 millionth passenger, who was awarded a free round-trip flight. The city is a regional hub for migrants arriving from Uzbekistan and Tajikistan, and for Kyrgyz departing for Russia. And that's the video roundup from Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty.